Welcome back. We put the following program together to give you a front row view of what our estimators are looking for when performing your estimate. During the next few moments, we'll follow Chris on a typical roofing estimate and take a look inside the attic.
First thing I do when I come up on a roof is get up near the peak and take a look at all the flashings. I look over here, we've got an attic fan, so it has a flange already. That'll be sealed again with the new roof. Same thing with the chimney box. Down these little vent collars, those will all be replaced. As you can see, like on this one here, it's rotted through. There's hardly anything left of it. There's a leak. We've got electrical support pipe coming through the roof over here. That'll have to be sealed again with a collar. All these collars will be replaced. And looking at the roof, there's some dips down at the bottom edge. That probably means there's bad plywood down there. And also, if you see this green type algae growing on the roof, it grows on a lot of roofs. They have a shingle now that's algae resistant. We'll recommend that to the homeowner to keep that from happening again. I'm also going to take a look at this chimney. On 95% of our jobs, we'll be replacing the chimney flashing. It's one of the biggest areas of cause of leaks on most houses. So we'll take a look at this. It looks like we've got maybe some bad plywood right here also. So we'll strip this up and then we'll wrap it with ice shield and then we'll go ahead and flash that again. When I'm on a roof, I always check to see how many layers of shingles they have. Taking a look at this one, we look over at the rake and take a look in. Looks like there's 2 layers of shingles on this roof, so both layers will be stripped off. We'll check all the sheathing, replace any bad sheathing, and then we'll go with our underlayment after that. I'm also going to mention to the homeowner, he might want to trim this back off the roof. It shades the roof and helps this algae to grow. Plus, it'll rub on the roof a lot of times, and it'll break little pieces of shingle off. So you want to get this cut back to the tree. It'll protect and prolong the life of his roof. Okay, also notice these busted shingles down at the eave. Water's been dumping back into the soffit here, and the fascia board has got some rot on it, and the sheathing is also rotted. So I'll let the homeowner know about this. If you look down along the eave here, you can see the roof goes up and down, dips up and down, and that's the sheathing. He's got some rot on his sheathing at the eaves, but that looks like the majority of the rotted sheathing on this house. Mr. Mahan also asked about getting an estimate to cap his freeze board, install vinyl soffit, and also to replace damaged fascia board, which this has got some rot on it, and then also cap that with aluminum coil. We're also going to give Mr. Mahan an estimate for new gutters and downspouts, so I'm going to measure those up. Well, whenever possible, we like to get up into our customer's attic so we can take a look to see what kind of ventilation system they have. Taking a look around here, the customer has some cardboard baffles down at the eaves that keeps the insulation from falling down and closing up his soffit, so that's a good sign. And those are all in place. We can see them all up and down the eave. There's some pipe collars or plumbing stacks that come through the roof. They're penetrations. I don't see any rot or any staining around those, so that's a good sign too. The customer also has a few skylights, and they look, the plywood around it looks fine. There's no staining there either. This is the sheathing. It's a type of OSB board that's up here underneath the shingles. You'll see OSB board, plywood, 1x6s, 1x8s, and it's nice for us to know exactly what kind of sheathing the customer has. That way our crew will have that wood with them in case there is any rot we need to replace. Taking a look around, I don't see any rot right now. It's always possible when we strip up a roof there could be a small piece here or there that we can't always see up in the attic. Up top we can see that they have a ridge vent now, so there's a nice slot cut through the peak. So we'll go ahead and we won't have to cut a new slot, but we will replace the ridge vent up at the peak. I also see a wood burning stack that comes through the roof right here. They tend to leak a lot of times, so I always take a look at those to see if I see any rot around them. This one looks to be in good shape, so we don't have a problem with sheathing in this area or leakage. all in all, this appears to be a well-ventilated attic. We wish we saw more of them. But we try to let everyone know, let all our customers know about ventilation to prolong the life of their sheathing and their roof. A lot of times you're just going to see mold up here, you're not going to have any ventilation, and it leads to big problems down the road. So now that I've been on the roof and into the attic, I have all the information I need so I can put together an accurate proposal for the customer.
Once our estimator has thoroughly inspected your project, he may come back here to prepare more complex estimates. We also maintain an extensive database of all our completed jobs for easy reference. We install many top quality products from such notable manufacturers as CertainTeed, Tamco, GAF, and Precision on display for your convenience. Our showroom is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We invite you to stop by to take a look at all of your options.
We hope this segment has been informative. If you'd like one of our estimators to come out and give you a free, no obligation estimate, please give us a call.